So let's take a look at the top performers. Time to reveal the players of the week. And let's start with the NFC. It is Dak-tastic, the Dak dance.
Man.
He's been amazing.
He's on a heater.
You said blogging boys are saying.
Blogging the boys.
Well, maybe they should. 444 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks. Aaron Donald takes it for the defense, and the Rams. A brilliant performance by him. And Kenyon Barnaby was featured in the long
show.
Yeah.
That's right. Everything's coming up Falcons, right?
Barner.
Just in time.
What'd you say, Barner turned on the burners?
Never too late. Return, touchdown. Let's go over to the AFC, shall we? Wow. Lamar Jackson, upset.
Wow, we go with the other second-year quarterback, Josh Allen.
He's leading rushing touchdowns.
He had a brilliant performance.
And what I loved most about Josh Allen, it was also with his arm. He gets all this talk about being this running quarterback. He was precise. Look at the touchdowns, the interceptions. But the second guy there is maybe the dude of the week.
Wow.
Big rookie, Max Crosby out of Eastern Michigan. 4 sacks.
Talk about it.
Most ever by a Raiders rookie in a game. And shout out to Jake Bailey, the punter for the Patriots. Another big game out of him.
Mad Max, top of the world.
T-Pain fan from Hard Knocks. We love him. Congrats to those Oakland Raiders. They have a nice restful bye this week. And then they've got destiny against the Chiefs. Time for now. The Whiteboard Wednesday segment that we love. It's presented by CarMax today. Sponsored Whiteboard.
Yeah.
Love it.
Let's go.
Packers and Niners.
CarMax, wax on, wax off.
On Sunday night in a clash between two of the top teams this year. The biggest surprise, I'd like to know, good or bad, of the 2019 season has been what? What's been the biggest surprise, guys?
I got a new nickname, and we heard about the Brady Six. It was all the quarterbacks that were taken before Tom
Giovanni
Brady.
Carmazzi.
Yeah, exactly right. Spurgeon win. I'm going with the Brady Three. Who are the Brady Three? The biggest surprise to me is that Brady, which is not a surprise, Garoppolo and Brissett, the 3 guys from that room that they had as a quarterback's room, these 3 at the Derby, look at these guys, are as good as they are. I mean, it is insane what they're doing as far as wins and losses go. The record speaks for itself, the performance, 3 different markets, 3 different teams, 3 different franchises. To think that they were all together in a quarterback's room and all 3 of them might be Super Bowl contenders. Look at that. 24-5, completion percentage through the roof, touchdowns, interceptions is a joke. And if Brissett isn't injured the past 2 weeks, we could be talking about the 3 best teams in the NFL. I got to say, the Brady 3, those are the guys that surprised me the most. Not so much Brady, but the other 2 having the success they are.
What do you got, Sean?
You know what? I'm going. You're talking about blog with the boys.
Yeah, blog with the
boys. How about
boys?
the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and then I put Kellen Moore down on here too, because this is the biggest surprise to me. Now, you mentioned blogging with the boys, and I had a little friendly banter with them this summer. I made a quarterback list, and Dak Prescott was 3rd on my list. And you know why I put him 3rd on the list? He had struggled in the red zone previously. Guy had never thrown for more than 4,000 yards in his career, so I just didn't know what I was going to get. Well, guess what we're getting and what we're seeing from Dak Prescott? We're seeing him set records right now for the franchise. Think about some of the quarterbacks they've had there. Tony Romo, Troy Aikman, Don Meredith. Dak Prescott is doing things that no quarterback has ever done for the Dallas Cowboys. No quarterback has ever thrown for 3,221 yards in the first 10 games. He's got over 800 yards in the last 2 games. So when you look at Dak Prescott, what he's doing with first-time offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, I'm surprised. I'm shocked, especially when you think about the fact that Zeke Elliott was in Cabo before the season started, and he wanted to be the highest-paid running back. And everybody said, you know what, if you do that, he's going to be the offense. He hasn't been. Dak has been the guy.
He went to Cabo.
He went to Cabo. We said that for all of August. But we didn't say that these guys were going to be anything. This is it to me, to start, to finish. The fact that we are sitting here in November being like, maybe the Raiders could take out the AFC West, maybe more. Because do you remember the humble beginnings? Do you remember that video we ran ad nauseum? Here it is, new star wide receiver, Antonio. Oh, Derek, it's great to meet you. We're going to do magical things together. And a matter of weeks later, it was farce, it was punchlines, it was the curb music, and now it is anything but. The Raiders have been the most shocking and most pleasant surprise in the entire NFL. Silver and black. Will they finish it? I don't know, but this is nuts.
I want to talk about the top 100, guys. On Monday, the finalists, 24 of them for the NFL 100 all-time running back team was revealed. You guys saw the names before the show. I'd like to know your personal favorite running back that wasn't on that list. Who was snubbed?
Yeah, this is great.
This is wheelhouse, Kay.
Needed the GMFB 100. I got a good one. What do you got, Peter?
I want you to go first, Kyle. Who's yours?
All right, 1997. I was a freshman in college, and everybody's putting up their John Belushi posters and Bob Marley and all that stuff.
Black Lights?
Yeah, Black Lights, Grateful Dead, and the Doors. I had a giant poster of this guy above my computer. Mike Allstott, Joliet Catholic. His shoulder pads alone weighed 300 pounds. And get the hell out of his way. I love this man. He was just everything. He was one of the first guys who would push a car in a parking lot to train. It was Paul Bunyan stuff with Mike Allstott. Just look at how rotund
look at that neck roll.
He is. It's absurd. It's so time dated and so great. And he was truly one of the great fantasy vultures. He would also throw a pass. I love Mike Allstott so much. He'd be in my top 100 by far.
Who you got, Sean?
All right, this guy, speaking of when I was younger, there was the poster of Bo Jackson with the shoulder pads on and the baseball bat over it. But I looked at the list and I said, how is Bo Jackson not on this list? I mean, when you think about all the plays, and I mean, we used to talk about him like in Tecmo Bowl. You almost couldn't use the Oka Raiders because it was a cheat code.
L.A. Raiders.
But this guy right here, I mean, look at him. Look what he's doing a Ronnie Lott right there. I mean, Bo Jackson, maybe it was a statistical thing why he wasn't on there, but every single time he touched the ball, he was going to run through your defense. He had, look at him running over people. Oh, my goodness. That's an angry run right there. And then he had the speed to go with the power.
Peter, what was it?
Bo Jackson.
Bo wasn't on the list. He didn't have enough years in the league. Didn't compile. He got unfortunately injured in, I think, this playoff game against the
hip.
On the sideline.
Is that what Tua just did?
But who knows what could have been.
What do you think?
I'm going with a guy in the same generation as Emmett and Barry, who's always the third name, and it's kind of always I'm going with Ricky Running Waters. I loved Ricky Waters on the 49ers. He came in after Roger Craig, and Ricky Waters was really their go-to guy on that Super Bowl season in '95. Ricky Waters had style, he had personality, he had pizzazz. He also might have been one of the best receiving running backs ever to play the game. Ricky Waters on the baseball field at Candlestick. Hello.
Look at that.
I'm going with Ricky Running Waters. I love that all three of us chose running backs in the same generation who were not included in the top.
He loved to rock the do-rag, didn't he?
He was the first to rock the do-rag.
Philly and Seattle, too, I liked.
Yes.
One more.
Who we got?
This huge, massive Gronk announcement yesterday we have to discuss. Much awaited, much hyped up announcement was that he is going to be throwing a beach festival / concert / party
Very important things.
in Miami the night before Super Bowl, I do believe. The player whose party that you'd like to attend most is who?
Okay, I'm going to go right to Super Bowl week right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to put myself in Super Bowl week after 22 weeks straight of doing the show and having a great time with everyone. I'm usually kind of distracted. I'm like, all right, there's a lot of things going on, and it made me think of the player I want to party with because I think he would have the same exact impression as I would come Super Bowl week. Here is Packers running back Jamal Williams with my favorite sound of the year when they asked him about his upcoming week and what he planned to do. Jamal, take it away.
A little bit more is going to be put on you guys when you guys play. No.
I kind of got confused. I ain't gonna lie to you. Halfway through your question, I stopped listening.
So the bye week has begun.
That's my guy.
I love him.
That's who I want to party with. He's honest. He's like, you know what? I got to be honest. All this stuff, like, I'm not really listening to you. So Jamal Williams, he might not be the rock star that Gronk is, but I think he and I would see eye to eye come Super Bowl week. Like, you know what? Just kind of not here right now. Things are going on.
I thought that was Nate. Are you sure? That was Jamal? They ran the wrong
Nate,
video.
2019.
Yeah, that's incredible. What do you got?
All right, all us O-linemen like to stick together. Guess what? If we're in Miami, we're all sweating. But I'm going with Big Q. That's Quentin Nelson. And when you say Big Q, everybody knows who he is. You might have seen his touchdown celebration from this weekend. He did a little bit of party dance.
He did.
Yeah. So Big Q, I know he'd have a great playlist, but yeah, we'd be hydrated.
Speaking of thirsty, I'm going to go with you, Shek. I absolutely love this dude. A Bay Area party is out, and I think this guy and I have a lot in common. More important, I think his quarterback's going to be at the party. And yeah, I don't want to go to a party at Garoppolo's because then he'd be bogged down with hosting duties. I want attention. I think there's 10 people left at the end of the party, then 8, then 7, then 3, and then 2. And I don't know, maybe we share an UberX home and I put in my address. I don't know. Maybe it involves an ether rag. I'm not sure, but I want to be at the party. If you Shek hosts it and Jimmy G is there, guess who else is? My guy, even if I come through the window. I'm there.
Wow.
Hit me up.
Wow. Nothing more pathetic than a man on ether.
We've got a huge announcement coming up. We are revealing the nominees for the NFL